Good. So hi everybody, welcome. We're going to start in a seat today, so just come and find a comfortable place that you can sit. You might want to raise the seat up so the hips are higher than the knees. And then having the palms just resting somewhere comfortable in the lap and turning the eyes inwards, the eyes down, allowing your focus to move from the exterior world to the interior world. And becoming aware of the breath. And just noticing the relationship that you have this morning between the body and the mind at the beginning of this experiment. Remembering that this practice of yoga is just that, an experiment, a continual experiment, a continual life experiment. And then notice how the breath really simply begins to shape shift, begins to help you move from the external world to the internal world. Notice how it begins to take you from the space of the mind into the space of the body, or the felt body, or the sense body. Breathing there. Good, and you can keep the eyes shut down, or you might want to open the eyes. Just bring the arms up in a cactus shape. So making sure the shoulders and the elbows are in a line. Spread the fingers wide. And you're going to begin to twist using the belly button as your kind of guiding point. You're going to twist towards the right side on an inhale, and then left side on an exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. And you're going to keep moving at your own pace. I'm going to try and slightly quicken the pace. Keep rotating around the belly button. Keep quickening the pace. You might find it a little challenging. Just notice how you meet the challenge. And then release. Bring the hands down. Shut the eyes. Take your awareness back to the belly button. And notice any of the energetics taking place in this part of your body. What is the experiment of this practice beginning to tell you? Can you feel the heat rising? Good, lovely. Turn yourself off of your seat. Bring yourself over onto an all fours. Take their hands directly underneath the shoulders, the hips, underneath the knees, and then leading with the belly button, we're going to turn into cat and cow shapes. So on an in-breath, just turn the chest forward into cow, and then leading with the belly button, draw the belly button up into cat. And moving between these two shapes, drop the belly button down, lift the chest into cow. And then again, switching and drawing back into cat. And I want you to notice as you begin to shift between these two shapes, how the awareness on the belly button transforms the poses for you. So on the inhale, the belly button softens and hangs towards the floor, and then on the exhale, you draw it back up towards the spinal column. Good, take another couple of breaths. On your next inhale, peel the right arm up towards the sky, and then wrap it in and underneath the left. Thread the needle. Come down on the side of the head. And we'll take a few breaths here, and I want you to move yourself around the belly button. So allow it to be the belly button that's kind of curling around and up towards the ceiling. And then as you hold and breathe here, notice where the limitations are for you this morning. Are those limitations in the physical body? Are they in the mind body? And is it the mind body that's challenging you? How do you meet that challenge? Good, come all the way back up. Inhale, and then switching sides, take the left arm up and peel the left arm in and underneath to twist the other way. Again, rotating around through the belly button. Exhaling there. You might notice that your limitations or your challenges on one side are different to the other side. And just observe that for yourself. Good, on an inhale, come all the way back through to all fours, and then exhale, shift yourself up and back for a downward facing dog. Take the breath into the belly, expand the belly wide like a balloon. And then exhale, draw the belly button back towards the spine and lengthen the sides of your body as long as you can. On an in-breath, coming through to plank, pausing there and again noticing where the challenge is here. Are the limitations that you have in the space of the mind, or are they in the physical body? Breathe in, hover the right toes off the ground, and then step the right foot outside of the right hand here, coming to a wide lunge. Sink the hips, lift the chest, inhale, and then exhale, step it back to plank, and pause. Strong legs, strong belly, inhale, hover the left toes, and then step the left foot outside of the left hand. Again, seeing the hips lift the chest, can lift all the way from the belly button upwards, and then step it back to plank. We're going to repeat that on both sides a couple of times. So inhale, hover the right foot, step it outside of the right hand, lunge, sink the hips down, lift up belly button, chest, throat, step it back, plank, exhale there, left side, left toes hover, step the foot outside of the left hand, sink the hips lifting up, inhale, exhale, plank. One more time on each side, breathing in, hover the right toes, step it outside of the right hand, lift the chest, inhale, step it back, plank, exhale. Left side, hover the toes. Step it outside of the left hand. Lift the chest, sink the hips. Step it back, plank, exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Slow down the breath. I want you to, in this downward facing dog, push down through the pads of the fingers. Push down through the base of the fingers. And then breathe into that kind of band on the back of your body, on the lower back side of your body, where the kidneys are. Try and breathe into that space. Good. Notice how you met the challenge of that initial movement, that initial activity, with the limitations in the space of your mind, and how can you potentially greet challenge in a different way next time it comes up. Good. Inhale, from downward facing dog, step the right foot through between the hands, pop the left foot on the floor. Come all the way up through warrior two. Take your left hand behind you, wrap it behind you, grab the top of your right thigh. Inhale here, and then side angle pose, exhale, elbow to thigh. From the belly button, again, this being our kind of pilot light for the practice, turn the belly button up towards the sky. Take a couple of breaths there. Good, inhale. Unravel yourself, reverse the warrior, exhale. And then spiraling the hands down, step it back, down dog. Same on the left side, so the left foot's going to step through between the hands, pop the right foot down. Come up for a warrior two, sinking down low into the hips there. Good, the right hand will come behind you for a bind, grab the top of the left thigh, and then bring the left elbow down and lift the chest up. Take a couple more breaths here. Again, think about the belly button and lift it up. And then unravel and reverse your warrior. Exhale. Inhale in the reverse. And then spiral the hands down, step it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Take yourself through to plank, moving through a vinyasa, going slowly, knees, chest, chin. As you lift into the back bend, lift from the belly button up through the chest, through the throat. Feel the heat rising. Remember, you can create your own heat, be the source of your own radiance. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Good, inhale, step the right foot through between the hands, pop the left foot down. Coming back through warrior two, inhale. We're going to pulse from here into a warrior three. So warrior two, exhale there, and then pivot on the back foot, bring the hands into prayer and step yourself up into a warrior three. Inhale, step it back, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, bring it forward, warrior three, exhale, step it back. And I just want you to continue to pulse between these two shapes, working at your own speed with your own breath. Noticing where the challenge is for you and what limitations you're uncovering. And asking yourself if those limitations are just in the physical body or in the space of your mind. Good, let's do one more. Inhale. Warrior three. Exhale. Warrior two. Next time you come back to warrior three, we're going to hold. Turn the toes of the left foot down towards the ground. Lift the inner part of the left thigh up. And then push back through your left heel and lengthen forward through the crown of your head. Good, step it all the way back. Crescent lunge, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Taking yourself through a flow at your own pace, breathing in. Using these vinyasas as a form of transformation so that you can begin to create your own heat, direct your energy in a way that you want to begin to evolve. Okay, come back to down dog or child's pose or kneeling, and we'll take 5 breaths. Resting in one of those shapes. Knowing that each time you step up to the mat, you're embracing a new experiment. And how can this experiment begin to unravel for you the connection, relationship that you have between your physical body and the space of your mind? Good. If you're not in down dog, take yourself back to down dog. And we'll take the same sequence on the opposite side. So you're going to step the left foot through, back foot down, and come up for warrior 2. And then you're going to pulse between here and warrior 3, turning on the ball of the back foot, pivot there, warrior 3, and then gracefully step it back, warrior 2. Keeping moving with the breath. Stepping back and forth, noticing how the body has to realign and readapt for each shape. As we do generally in life, in each moment, we are realigning ourselves, readapting to the new situations that we are thrown into. How can you use these different shifts of shape on your mat to support that? Stepping back and forth. Good. The next time that you come back into warrior 3, we'll hold it. Woo. Again, turn the toes down, lift the inner part of the right thigh up. Take your awareness to your belly button, suck that in as well. One more breath. She says, wobbling all over the place. Step it back, high lunge, inhale. And then downward dog, exhale. Your choice. You can pause in down dog or you can flow through a vinyasa. Remember that you want to use your energy to evolve, so you don't want to exhaust yourself. But notice also whether perhaps any kind of rejection or limitation might be in the body of your mind. And ask yourself how you can overcome that, how you can meet that. Good, take another breath. From here, you're going to gaze between your hands, step or jump yourself forward. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, and then exhale, bow it down. From here, come all the way to standing. Inhale, and then interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the hands towards the tailbone. Lift the chest, but keep that front body connection. So the belly button is still drawing down towards the pubic bone. So it's like you're zipping up your jeans. Keep that, and then exhale and take yourself all the way over into a forward fold. Arms coming up and over behind you. Release the neck, release the head. And shake it left and right if you need to. Exhale there. And then bend into your right knee and see if you can straighten the left leg. And I want you to keep moving the left hip back away from your left ear. Take another breath here, and then see if you can twist the whole chest towards the left side without shifting the pelvis. So the pelvis wants to stay square to the top of the mat. And you're rotating from the belly button around towards the left side. Chest is turning towards the left side. Okay, take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center, unravel. Plant the hands on the ground and step the right leg back behind you. Bring it up for a high lunge, inhale. And then interlace the fingers above the head, point the index finger towards the sky. Good, lift and lengthen through the side body, and then come over to a side stretch to the left side. Take a couple of breaths there. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the right tricep over the left leg. Bring the hands into prayer. And notice if you're just kind of hanging out here on this leg, see if you can push down into the leg, lift the pelvic floor, lift the top of the right thigh, and then turn belly button towards the sky, chest towards the sky. Good, take another breath. Unravel, step it back, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, come through to plank, and then lower the knees to the ground behind the hips. And we're going to take some half chaturangas. We're going to start with 4 this first round. Oh, yay. So, with the awareness on the belly button, draw it in towards the spine. And then bring your shoulders forward over your wrists. Keep that belly button drawing into the spine. Inhale, and then see if you can double bounce to your strength. Exhale, come down, and then push back up again. That's 1. 3 more. 2, 3, 4. Good. Exhale next time all the way down onto the belly. And lift the chest. Come up, upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog. Send the hips back. Breathe there. 3 breaths. And each time we come through plank chaturanga through the rest of the class, we're going to add on a half chaturanga. So you know now that the challenge you're going to be faced with. So seeing how you begin to meet that challenge. Gaze between your hands, step or jump yourself forward. Lift and lengthen halfway, breathing in, and then folding all the way down, breathing out. Good, come up to standing. Inhale. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Bring the other finger on top this time. So whichever way you interlace the first time, bring the other one on top. Good, hands to tailbone. Belly button lifts, heart lifts, throat lifts. Pubic bone draws to the navel. Inhale. And then bend the knees and take yourself all the way up and over. Exhale. Taking some breaths here. Good, this time you're going to bend the left knee actively, straighten through your right leg, draw your right hip back away from your right ear, and then just see if you can begin to turn the whole of the chest and the upper body towards the right side. Good, 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale there. Release the hands, step your left leg back, and then come up for a crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers, inhale. A lateral stretch to the right side, exhale. Holding there. Good, inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting, left tricep over right thigh, hands into prayer. Lift the belly button up, lift the chest up, rotate. Exhale, holding. Good, unravel, plant the hands, step back to down dog. Exhale. Meeting this next challenge, breathing in, come through to plank, lower the knees down behind the hips, so hips are slightly forward. Belly button draws in towards the spine. Bring yourself forward so the shoulders come slightly over the wrists, and we're going to take 5 half chaturangas this time. So breathe in here, and then breathe out, double bounce to your strength. Keep your collarbones broad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Inhale, roll it all the way down. Exhale there. Inhale, lifting chest, belly button, heart, throat. Exhale. Down dog, 3 breaths. Lovely. On your next in-breath, right leg scissors. Step it through between the hands, pop the left foot down. Coming all the way up into a warrior 2. And then we're going to move into side angle pose without using the hands. So it's a challenge for the side body. See if you can bring the hands into kind of prayer and hook the elbow in front of the thigh. And then again, use the belly button and rotate it up towards the ceiling. Good, take another breath like that. Good, inhale, come through warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, pick the hips up, fold over for triangle. Exhale, left arm extends. And then again here, as we pause in Trikonasana, thinking about the belly button and rotating it up towards the ceiling. And then for an extra challenge, take the left arm forward over the left ear and see if you can pick up the right arm as well. Hold a couple of breaths. Good. Inhale, unravel, warrior 2. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step it back. Good. Inhale, bring yourself through to plank. And then setting up for our next half chaturanga challenge. So bring the knees just behind the hips. Draw your belly into your spine. Bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. This time we're going to take 6 pulses. So inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On your next exhale, roll all the way down onto the belly. Good, pick it up, inhale through a back bend, and then either down dog or if you need child's pose, you can pause there. We'll be here for 5 breaths. In Sanskrit, they use this word tapas, which means to begin to burn off any impurities. So how can you, through this experiment, begin to create this tapas and then using this heat, using this energy for your own evolution, for your own transformation, observing where you meet the challenge, where you meet your limitations. Good, same sequence on the other side. So from downward facing dog, step the left foot through for warrior 2, back foot down. And then we'll take that variation of side angle without the hands. So bring your left arm in front of your left thigh, bring your hands into prayer. Use the traction as the hands pushing together to help you rotate belly button towards the sky. Good. Inhale. Come all the way back up through warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, exhale. Pick up the hips, inhale, and then fold over the triangle on the other side. Breathing there. Take the right arm over the ear, forward. Pick up the left arm, reach that forward as well. Good, and then inhale, warrior two, exhale, downward facing dog. Setting up for your next challenge. This time it's 7 half chaturangas. Bring the knees down behind the hips. Lift the belly in towards the spine. Scoot yourself forward so the shoulders are forward of the wrists. Inhale and then exhale. Double bounce to your strength. Bend from your elbows. Push back up. 2. And as you move through these, 3. Keep thinking about this kind of broadening through the collarbone. So it's like you're transitioning forward rather than down. 2 more. Final time. Exhale there. This time roll all the way onto the belly. Come through a back bend. Inhale. And then downward facing dog. Step it back. Exhale. 5 breaths. Lovely. Inhale, my friend, scissor the right leg to the sky, step it through, and then pick up the back foot and step it forward for pyramid pose. Square the hips, lengthen the spine, breathe in, and then fold over the straight leg, the front leg, breathe out. Good. From here, you're going to take your right hand to your sacrum. You're going to bring your left hand just in front of, just inside of your right foot. You're going to lengthen forward, forward, forward through your spine. Inhale, and then exhale, rotate from the belly button around to your right side towards revolved Trikonasana. And then maybe you can lift the right arm up as well. Keep drawing the right hip away from your right ear. Take 2 more breaths. And then bring the right hand down and step it back. Downward dog. Inhale, come through to plank. Lower the knees behind the hips. This time 8 half chaturangas. Ooh, how are you meeting this challenge? Bring yourself forward, shoulders forward of the wrists. Engage your belly. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving forward rather than down. 6, 7. Final time. 8. Whew. Triceps are getting a good workout. Next time, inhale, exhale to the belly. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog or child's pose if you want it. Exhale, 3 breaths. Good, same on the left side. So the left leg will scissor, step it through. The right foot will step up and slightly wide for pyramid pose. And then we'll be in pyramid for 4 or 5 breaths, encouraging the left hip back, encouraging the spine long. Good. Beginning to transition into revolved triangle. Take your left hand to your sacrum, right hand inside of your left foot. Draw the left hip back, rotate the belly button around towards your left side. Keep that inhale, and then see if you can lift that left arm. Exhale there. Good, one more breath. Inhale, release the left hand down. Step it back, down dog. Final Chaturanga challenge, 9 times 3 half Chaturangas into plank. Breathe in. Exhale, knees behind the hips, belly to spine, shoulders forward of the wrists. 9 pulses. Inhale here, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 more, 7, 8, and 9. Push back up, inhale, and then lower to the belly, exhale. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward dog or child's pose, exhale. So similar sequence adding on, just beginning to kind of add to the challenge of the last sequence. Using each extra add-on, each extra step as a tool to help you to uncover or to help you reveal anything about your limitations or your challenges. So stepping the right foot through between the hands, step the left foot up and wide. Same thing, pyramid pose, facing the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale there. Good, inhale, revolved triangle. Right hand to sacrum, left hand inside of the left foot. Maybe the right arm comes up as well. Good, and then from here, you're going to take the left hand forward onto the mat, and you're going to pick up the back leg for a revolved half moon. Both legs need to be super strong, and a little bit like a pair of scissors, you're trying to open the legs and draw them away from each other as much as you can. Turn the left toes down, lift the inner part of the left thigh up. And again, allow the rotation to come around the belly button. Inhale here. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale there, exhale, down dog. Maybe you can flow, or maybe you just pause there. No more Chaturanga challenges. Good, repeating on the left side. Step the left foot through. Step the right foot up. Pyramid pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Remember how good repetition is for the body. It helps the muscles and to learn. It helps to kind of accentuate the release through the connective tissue, so the fascial network. Draw the left hip back, right hand to the inside of the left foot, left hand to sacrum, rotating towards your left side, revolved triangle. Good, and then staying in this twist, transferring yourself into revolved half moon, lifting the right leg. Turn the right toes down, lift the inner part of the right leg up. One more breath. Good, step it back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale through to plank. And then exhale to lower. Good, third and final time, inhale, step the right foot through. Step the left foot up. Same thing, pyramid pose, breathe in. Breathing out, fold. Moving into revolved trikonasana. Left hand inside of right foot. Twisting to your right side. Good, stepping that left leg up, revolved half moon. Inhale. And then we'll twist and open into a regular half moon. So opening the hips towards the left side. Lift the left arm. One more breath. Good, step it back. Down dog. Vinyasa. Three breaths there. Good, left leg, step it through. Right foot up and slightly wide. Pyramid pose, inhale, exhale, fold. Good, twisting into revolved trikonasana, lift the left arm. Keep drawing the left hip back, so away from the left ear. That's it, lovely. And then moving forward, revolved half moon. Such a talent. Take another breath. And then transitioning into regular half moon, bring the left hand down, open the hips toward the right side, lift the right arm up. Good. Right hand down, step it back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Flowing or pausing, your choice. Inhaling. Five breaths in down dog. Good, and then bring the knees wide, sit yourself down into a child's pose there. And make sure that in this child's pose, you've got the legs together. Bring the third eye point down towards the ground. And then I want you to slow the breath right down, but really find some expansion in the belly on the in-breath. So visualize the belly like a balloon. Allow the belly to expand so it pushes into the thighs. And then draw the belly button back in towards the spine as you exhale. And just do that a couple more times. Where are you directing your heat, and how can you use this energy for your evolution? Okay, we're going to come to a seat. It's up to you. You can either swing the legs around, or you can come back through a down dog and then jump yourself through to a seat. Extend the left leg forward in front of you. Just scoop the flesh of the left sit bone back. And then bring your right foot into your left inner thigh. Knee falls wide. Good, turn the belly button towards the left knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, bowing yourself over. Janu Shavasana. 5 breaths. Good, slowly draw yourself up on your next exhale. Keep the legs as they are, and then reach the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, keep rotating towards the left leg, and then bring the right hand outside of the left leg. So we're just going to take a twist here. And notice what's happening through the left shoulder. See if you can hug the left scapula, the left shoulder blade, in and down towards the spinal column. Good, one more breath. Inhale, unravel. You're going to bend the left knee a little here and then just snuggle that right heel underneath your left sit bone. We're setting up for Crouchasana, Heron pose. Grabbing the outside edges of your feet, extend the leg, and you can keep the knee bent if you need to, or you can extend as much as possible. And then once you're there, roll yourself forward onto the front of the sit bones, so you're not hanging out in your lumbar spine. Roll it forward and then lift the chest. Like we were doing through those Chaturanga challenges, you can think about the collarbones drawing away from each other. So away from the sternum. Take another few breaths here. And then if this is challenging enough, just stay here in this forward position. If you want to take it further, you can take it into a twist. So take the right hand outside of the left foot. Keep the focus forward on the front of the sit bones, and then extend the left arm behind you to twist. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, release. Just come back to Sukhasana. Easy sitting pose, turn the palms up, shut the eyes. How has this experiment begun to help you uncover or meet your challenges, your limitations? How has it begun to help you understand the relationship between your physical body and the body of your mind? And we'll switch, same sequence on the other side. So right leg extends, left foot into right inner thigh. And then just use your right hand and just scoop the flesh of the right sit bone back. Good, inhale, rotate the belly button towards the right knee. And then exhale, fold yourself over the right leg. And we'll be here 5 breaths. Good, lovely. Drawing yourself back up, breathing in. Stay with this variation through the legs. Lift the left arm. Inhale, and then rotate all the way around to twist towards your right side. Exhale there. Good. Inhale back to center, moving towards Heron pose. Bend the right knee a little and then just snuggle the left heel underneath the right sit bone. And grab the right foot, extend the leg, exhale. And again, just roll yourself forward here so you're right on top of the pose. Take a couple of breaths there. And then grab the outside edge of your right foot and extend your right arm behind you. Final breath, inhale. Unravel. Come back to Sukhasana, turn the palms up. Exhale. And then from here, we're going to come straight down onto the back. So gracefully, just see if you can roll yourself down. Good. Have the heels relatively close to the sit bones. Push the floor away through the outside edges of the arms and then lift the hips into bridge. Ground down through the feet, down through the inner arch of the foot, so that you feel that inward rotation of the inner thighs down. Take another breath at the top here, inhale, and then fold back onto the back, exhale. Extend the left leg long on the ground. Extend the right leg to the sky and just interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh. Push up through the heel, push the back of the thigh into the hands. So when you do that, you'll feel that you're kind of creating a bit more space in the side of the waist. Good, inhale here and then take the whole straight leg across the body to twist towards the left side. Exhale. And then you can walk the left hand down the leg towards the heel, towards the outside edge of the foot. You can open the right arm behind you. You may be taking the gaze over the right shoulder as well, depending on the neck. And then once you're there, I want you to bring your awareness to your right hip and try and send it forward to the top of the mat. So you're drawing your right hip away from your face. Take one more breath. Good, come back, inhale. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Left side, inhale. Extend the left leg up, interlace the hands behind the left leg. Push the heel to the ceiling and the left sit bone forward. Good, and then take the whole straight leg over to twist to the left side. Right arm behind you. Left arm behind you. And again, you can choose if you want to turn the head towards your left shoulder. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And then take your awareness to the left hip and send it forward towards the top of the mat, away from your face. Couple more breaths. Good. Inhale. Unravel. Bring yourself back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to fall wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. And if this feels really strong on your groin area, you can just take your hands into fist shapes and just bring the fists underneath the backs of the thighs to support you. I find this one really useful. Taking a couple of breaths there. And if you want to, you can stay here for your final position of rest, or extending the legs fully for Shavasana, releasing the hands and turning the palms up. So welcome in the learnings of the practice, to welcome in the knowledge that you have begun to become aware of through this experiment. As you begin to bring the awareness back to the physical body, stretch the arms overhead behind you. Reach forward through the toes and the feet so you feel this whole opening through the front side of the body, across the belly button. And then you can just slowly begin to shift the body and come up to find a seat that's comfortable so we can close all together. Placing one hand over the belly and the other hand on top. Just tapping back into that source, that heat of your own radiant energy. And as you move off of this experiment that you've taken today on your mat, allowing yourself to use this energy to begin to evolve, noticing where you meet challenges and limitations, and then using the heat, the tapas, to begin to transform those limitations and those challenges, whether they be in the space of your mind or somewhere in the physical body. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Thanks, everybody.